Hello, you join us in Plymouth. This is the first day of our fishing tour. We're going to have a little zip around, myself and Linsey. Don't know if you know, but my job takes me on planes and trains and automobiles. So rather than the planes and the trains, we're going to jump in the van, or we did jump in the van, and we're doing a bit of fishing. Start down here in the southwest, we may go further southwest. We're going to jump up into Wales at some point, then up into Scotland. Fishing where tide and weather takes us. We've got some friends that we're going to meet on set points, but we've got a couple of weeks of just doing what we want to do and when we want to do it, which is lovely. This is our first day, first morning, 7 AM down in Plymouth. I don't want to say what we're going to try and catch. We're going to try and catch something. I've got a little loop rig on, 1/0 hooks, some big old fat blow lug from the local river. There she is, look. She's remarkable, isn't she, look? She's actually quite happy this morning. Time for a bait change. So I'm using a loop rig, 1/0 hooks. Hang on, pull that up there so we don't get stuck on the rocks. Let's get it changed up. So, no luck on the local lug, but what we did bring in our little call box is some lug from home. Looks nice, huh? Put that back in a minute. Through the body. There's the next one. Now the loop bit. Guys can see that. It's on my chest. I'm trying to show you what that looks like. Here we are. So I don't know if you can see that. There's a boat right in front of me there, sailing boat, guy on top. I'm fishing just to the right of it towards the orange buoys. Let's get her out. Chest cam on. Oh, hang on. Although it's very tempting, I won't cast at this guy or the one behind it. We'll delay the cast. Let's get this out. Sorry about the wind. Boom! There we go. Mend the line. Oh, I sound like an expert. I'm far from it. So we came here full of promise, full of hope, dashed. We'll be back tomorrow. Weather's going to be a little bit different tomorrow. Oh, let me put my little gangster then. We'll be back. We're down to low tide now. Lunch, reset, get some bait ready for tomorrow, get some ice for the call box, and then we're ready to go. There you go, you always wanted a wrasse, didn't you? Well done you. Linsey now have a second wrasse.
Oh, he's got a hook in his other, look.
Oh.
Get that sorted.
Let's get that sorted, save the fish. Same mark, totally different weather conditions. I think we're going to get wet in a minute. It's the next day. Linsey's had a couple of wrasse, which is fantastic. We'll see what it brings. Same baits, different weather, a lot cooler, but the rain's coming, so I think we're going to get a little bit wet. Let's see how we get on. You've seen a couple of Linsey's wrasse, which is great. Maybe the weather, maybe the rain will turn them on. So I think I've got something on here. I was helping Linsey, well, I say helping, filming Linsey, and I came back and my rod was over. Yep, we got something. A big wrasse. There we go, look. Mr. Wrasse. Big boy. Do these get you? Have you got a cloth? Look at the size of that. Do you hear me saying, did he get you? We're off. We're leaving Plymouth and we are off to Wales. First of all though, we're going to go to Southwest Baits to sort some bait out. We've got an Airbnb up in Wales that we're going to go. So with the good call boxes, we are able to get our frozen bait to Wales frozen, which is fantastic. And because we've got an Airbnb, obviously we've got a freezer that we can use to keep it frozen before, I believe, the boys are coming. So Dave and Stevie Bates are coming to meet us up in Wales, and we will have some frozen baits for them. I'll keep you informed of the story as that evolves. We're not really too sure where we're going, but we're going to get there at some point. Doesn't make sense, does it? But I think we're going up north with those boys. Me and Linsey are going to start south, and we're going to do Morpher, and we're going to do Mumbles. So let's see how we get on. Oh, trust Linsey to sit up there. Here we are. She hasn't got a clue what I'm talking about until she reads the side of the catamaran and the name of it. But we are in Mumbles. Yes, we are. We finished our time in Plymouth. We had a good time in Plymouth, to be fair. We met some really good people, barbecue. We're one of the tuna fishermen, the captain, hello Aaron, and his family, which was lovely. We caught some wrasse, which was fantastic. I caught my PB wrasse because I've never caught a wrasse in this country, so that was very easy to achieve that. Oh, that's tickled me, that boat, and Linsey. She's shaking her head. She doesn't even know what I'm talking about. Sorry? You know what you're talking about? Oh, she's shouting at me now, viewers. So, Mumbles, Wales. That's where we are. We're 3 hours before high. We're very early. This is a famous mark, fishing mark, which I don't need to tell you guys about. We're here to see what we can catch. It's all good. What are you looking at me for? Look. Who knows what's in her head? I think she thinks that this isn't a famous mark for fishing, but this is actually one of the most famous marks for fishing, and it's heavily featured on YouTube. So Mumbles Pier, along from here, there's clear fishing signs of where you can and can't fish, which is another thing. I forget what they call this, something rock. We're between the two, between the piers and the rock. So here we go. Let's see what we get out. We've got a little bit, the water's coming in quick, but we'll see what we can pull out today. The weather's stunning. It was windy yesterday, so we're hopeful for a few species. It's very calm now. Let me show you again. That's what you got there, a little loop. What size hooks?
It's not a loop, it's a Wessex rig.
Oh, sorry, it's a Wessex rig.
Size 6.
Size 6.
I use them for sub.
Some blow lug going on.
Just little bits of bait.
Small bait, see what's in. We did see a fish jump literally just down there. So that's what I think the tactic is for Linsey now. Smaller hooks. We'll have a look when it's all... Oh, there you go. Little hooks. Can't get much closer than that, viewers. But the little hooks. Fish swim in. Fish swim. You just never know. Okay, so what you see here, dongle rig, pulley dongle, mackerel. We're going to try for a taupe. Lost a couple of bites, couldn't get the camera in time. Lucky really, because it's even more disappointing if you're trying to film it. Linsey's had a couple of knocks as well, but nothing quite yet. We're going to keep going. I think we're an hour into high tide now. No bojas. Sand eel bait, dogfish for Linsey, but it's a fish for her. You can't see it, but Mr. Dogfish Mr. Dogfish. Alright, babe. Knit one per one with the rods. I thought I had one on, but it was very quick, the bite. Hello. Hello everybody. Hello everybody. So that's us done at Mumbles for now. Dogfish eat, so we didn't blank. We're just going to go and try more folk. We've got to go and find some prawn, probably from farm foods, whatever. We don't have a lot of crab. So that is us for the time being. Always tinged with disappointment. We heard such great things about the place, but today maybe a little bit bright. It was really windy yesterday. There is a bit of colour in the water, but not maybe night time. Certainly not lunchtime. Hello. We are in Anglesey. We found some people to fish with. Shimano Dave. I was going to say Master Baits, but I won't. Stevie Baits. Little Princess there. If you listen carefully, you can hear her moaning. here we are. We'll see how we get on. So we've got a couple of days in Anglesey. We're all staying in an Airbnb. Never been here before. I think we've got a bit of mountain goating to do now. We're going to go up over Vale and Dale just to get to where we need to be. So we are near a power station. Again, sorry I'm a bit sketchy, but we don't actually know where we are. We don't know what we're doing. We know it's a rock mark. Let's see how we get on. So Dave's gone one way, I've gone the other way, and we're just trying to find where to fish. You can probably see how steep that is, and it may well be that this is the mark. As I say, we're in Anglesey. Those of you watching, go down there, you English idiot. The Welsh are like mountain goats. I said it on my last video when we were here, and it is true. The sea, look at the colour of the sea. Stunning and deep. I'll just go over the top of that grass embankment there and we'll have a look. So what I have here is a big bait, big mackerel, dongle, wrapping her up, looking for something big on this, wire trace. Loads of thread. There we go. So although this is beautiful here, it's not the easiest place to fish, but we'll try and get this out. It's ain't gonna be pretty, so sorry. No style points here. Watch Linsey behind us. Stay still, Linsey, yeah? In fact, that ain't easy. I've got to move. One sec. Can you imagine the pain if I'd have hit Linsey, bless her? See if we can get it out. Oh, it's heavy. There we go. Good footing. No, you're not now. Moved. There we go, finally fishing. Bait is over there. Linsey's here next to me. Getting in that call box in a minute for some drinks. Linsey's floating the mackerel on a balloon. I'm bottom baiting mackerel. It's deep here, very deep. Stunning though, as Batesy got something. Has he got something? He has, I think. Dogfish. He's got a Welsh dogfish. Small fish having a go, but nothing that's turning my reel, so we'll just leave that. He says. Show us that. What's that you got on? Holy mackerel, blue bluey. Stunning location, no fish. Stevie's had some dogfish. David's around the other side, so I don't know what he's had yet. There's no phone signal, so we can't ring him and ask him. We have seen him on the headland. He popped his head up there. Stevie is in there. Just big baits for me, whole mackerel, going for something big. Let's see what goes on. Nothing at the moment, coming up to high tide. We've got to find our Airbnb shortly. So, again, if something happens, I'll certainly bring you back. Linsey's just getting her bait out again. She's fishing with a balloon, floating the bait out. It's about 6 foot under. Let's see what goes on. I must stop saying that, see what goes on. That's a new thing for me. But we will see what happens, and bring you back should anything happen. So we're back at Barmouth. So we had a trip up to Anglesey with the boys. Fishing was tough, I've got to say. We was with some great anglers, Stevie, Dave, I've got to say, better anglers than us. We all struggled. I think the fish of the trip was Stevie's bullhuss. The picture is coming here. George, get it in. We're back at Barmouth. We're here for a couple of days. We did fish this morning. Fished very early this morning. It was like a 4 o'clock alarm, and then we fished the tide down. Once it's high here at Barmouth, it goes down really quickly. So we was there an hour before, probably there an hour after, then we had to leg it because the tide was ripping back. So we are going to fish the tide up. Tide tonight is 6 o'clock, so it's not a big tide. I was ever hopeful of a taupe. Rumours of taupe here are rife, but Wayne and Linsey's luck, not when we're here. So I'm still going to try, because I'm stubborn. I'm still going to go for that one that might be lingering around doing taupey shit. So Linsey is going to fish for bass. I'll probably go on to bass tomorrow, and then we leave. We go to Scotland. So we're going to fish for Barmouth. Fish Barmouth now, fish tomorrow Barmouth, but predominantly bass tomorrow. I'm going to try and use all the fresh mackerel up tonight or today. Try and cast every few minutes. In the wrong area right here, you'll see, let me show you. So you can see the surf line. Behind it is the deep channel, which you can see the buoys, I guess, for the harbour. So we're here in this surfy bit now, trying to get some bass, and then we will move over there when the tide comes up. Well, we may get there. Issue being, there's lots of people with not they haven't got crabs, but they're trying to catch crabs. Families, it's summer holiday. We don't want to interrupt them really, they're having fun as well. So if we can get to that mark, we will. If not, we will go back to the digs, have some Heineken. Filthy, look at that. Half a mackerel, fresh mackerel, dongle. Great tote rig, let's just hope they're here. Let's see if we can get this bad boy out. Boom! Quite pleased with that. Mend the line. Not sure how long we're going to be in there for, because the tide's ripping up. There you go. Couple of little bass, well done. Yeah, lovely, well done. What were they on, lug?
Yeah.
There he goes, Mr. Eel. Good morning. Can you hear me? It's wild in Barmouth today. This is our last day in Barmouth. We're just down here trying to get some bass before we move up country. I think we're going to Drummore. We may have a little stop in the Lake District. So yeah, we just using up some bait. So we've got some old lug from Dungeness. We've got some squid, and we just see what we can get out. It's about 5. It's about 6 in the morning now, maybe 5. We've been up early. So yeah, let's see what. Right, that's us. Poor session this morning. Linsey had a bass, very small, didn't bother showing it. I didn't catch a thing. Might get a cold. We're off from Barmouth, so we'll catch you. I may do a bit of filming at the hotel when we go to the Lake District, see. If not, I'll catch you in Drummore in Scotland. A few miles this week. So here we are. We're on the mark, trying to fish for anything, to be honest. Trying for taupe, the holy grail for us at the minute, but we can't seem to catch anything right now. Can't show you where the mark is out of respect for the people that have given it to us, or the person that's given it to us, but should we catch, obviously we get the fish coming in, etc, etc. We've got mackerel baits on, 8-ounce leads, pulley rigs. There's Linsey there, look. So yeah, I won't be doing the scenery shots, again out of respect for the people that have given us the marks. But we'll show you some baits. I can show you a little bit of scenery, obviously nothing that's going to give it away too much. What I can tell you is we're near Drummore, but that's as far as I can go. There we go, there's the rig, pulley rig, 7-ounce lead, half a mackerel, bound to within an inch of its life. All the good stuff coming out. So yeah, nothing's happening right now, very quiet. We're fishing relatively hard, I guess. We're changing baits every 15 minutes. Good morning. No taupe. We keep wanting taupe, no taupe. We are in Drummore. Well, Drummore's round the other side of that bay there. We're going to have a little go at this beach. One scratching rig, one slightly bigger rig. We might stick out a T-bait, a taupe bait. We'll try. Let's have a look. Let's have a look at, where is she? There she is. Look at her, look viewers. Oh, that was polite, she said go away. So yeah, we'll give it a go. We've got some friends coming down, Cos and Tim. I've just moved up this way. So we're here to see them, plus do some fishing, so it's all good. Tim's learning to fish, so Linsey's helping him, point is me helping him. Couldn't catch grabs at the minute, but yeah, so Linsey's going to help him with his casting for when he goes mackerel fishing. He really wants to catch mackerel for dinner, which we all do. And then wind back to it. We thought Tim had a fish. So I'm assuming you can see that. Little pop-up rig. A luminous yellow 5-ounce weight, bits of squid. We'll get this out and hopefully this should fly out. Bung that down there like so. There we go. Don't know why, but I'm expecting this to be relatively quick. I'll probably just put a kiss of death on it. There's not a lot happening on the bigger baits. So let's see if we can get something going on this. Drag set, I don't really need the drag, but give it a little bit of drag. Wait and see. So that's Tim and Cos gone. Lost rig happens. Linsey's just tying a new leader. We're going to go and join them for some dinner a bit later. We're still fishing. Not a lot happening again. A couple of missed bites. No, nothing too spectacular. So tomorrow we actually move on from Drummore. We're going somewhere else. I would tell you if I knew. And then we'll obviously film from the spot tomorrow, but I can't remember where we're going actually, to be fair. So I'm going to close this video down today and we will see you tomorrow morning when we're somewhere else.